Family, here are the top 4 things that men desire from the women in their lives. Y'all ready? Let's get into it, family. Number 1 is to be respected. A deep admiration for who he is. This respect should not only be shown in word, but in deed. You can't say that you respect your man, and as soon as you mad, you do the things that you know he considers, because it's not just about you, to be disrespectful. Number 2 is to feel like he's being celebrated and not just tolerated. He wants to be appreciated for the things that he does do, not just nagged about every little thing he doesn't do, to where he feels like you're being ungrateful. Because if we're being honest, there's a lot he does do. Number 3, to feel desired and desirable. Ladies, it's not just about you feeling desired. We got to make our men feel desired too, right? Remember, it's not just about how you look. It's about how you make that man feel. And last but not least, number 4 is to feel safe emotionally. Be understood. Feel the safety of being able to share his truth and trust that it won't be weaponized against him.
Just because you're a leader, and this is about leadership in general, this is not about man, woman, like we can take gender off if it helps you swallow the pill. Leadership does not mean you do not consult. Leadership does not mean you don't listen. You're a tyrant if you think you don't have to actually consult the person that you're leading. There is no point that you should be leading somebody that they shouldn't have a clear understanding of what it is that they're helping you achieve. You know what I'm saying? So that's where sometimes a lot of people choose to be overbearing because they're not good leaders, because they're not good teachers. The most you can do is be a tyrant in a relationship, right? Because you don't actually know how to instruct your partner and how to assist you with your mission. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a quick, we got to hit both sides of that thing.
So basically, you saying, hold on, you saying that you can hit me, but I can't hit you back.
No, I'm saying it's different. So don't try to act like Kiki hitting Darius and Darius hitting Kiki are the same thing.
So if Kiki knows that hitting Darius is not going to hit the same way when he hit her, then why would she hit Darius? If I know that you can beat my ass, then why would I start a fight with you?
But you're insinuating that she starts the fights, though.
Most women do.
Nah.
Most women get emotional and they want to get physical. I can't think of. I mean, let's be real.
You don't know that she was hitting him first, so you're just kind of speculating.
No, she didn't release those pictures.
Of course she did.
Yeah, she only released the part where he was getting the one up on her. She didn't release the part where she was dragging his ass off through the goddamn living room.
Why didn't he go to the police then?
Because we got more respect and we actually love your dumb ass, and that's why we're not going to the fucking police.
No.
We'd rather you come home and get your fucking mind right, and we could just chill, money. If you
5
kids. How old are your kids?
24, 18, 19, 8, and 6.
Y'all by the same man?
Yes.
Why did y'all get married? You got 5 kids together.
At the time, I just didn't feel like he was ready, and I didn't want to be obligated.
They're a single mom because their opinion is more important than being with the person that they had kids with.
That's his fault. It's not her fault.
No, if you're a woman and you want to keep the man that you had a baby with, you have to bow down.
You have to bow down?
But how you have 5 kids with someone and not even think about marrying? I'm gonna just say that. Let's keep it going.
You are not in charge of it.
What are you talking about, Corey?
You have
You're
to
trying
bow
to make me
down.
upset. What is it?
I have always said that in order for you to secure a man, when you're a single mother, you have to over-deliver in submission. You have to over-deliver in what you are getting because you are in a challenging position in the market.
What kind of man you looking for, honey?
Financially stable, at least 75, 80,000.
Would you date a guy that made less than 80K or no?
I would hang out, but that's not like someone that I can see providing and taking care and raising a family with.
You're a child
Listen,
father.
I don't know how old she look about 50 though. And you that age talking about hanging out. Come on now. You talking about 70 or 80, like what's wrong with you, bro? You need to be happy with whatever you get. For real. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Why would somebody who makes 70 or 80,000 date her with 5 kids? That's all I'm just trying to say, man.
$80K or more, correct?
Made about 50, 60.
Okay, so he didn't make more than 80K, but now the requirement would be 80K.
Of course, it would have to be.
Oh, tell me why.
You know what the struggle is, dealing with a man that only grows a certain amount. If you adding it up, I'm not trying to be out my bracket, but I just feel like, yeah.
That you're requiring more than what you have.
Well, I make, yes.
Okay.
To a man listening to you, Not only do I have to make $70,000 to $80,000 a year more than the last man you dated, more than you, but I have to be willing to take responsibility that's not mine. Now, what women are going to say in this case is that, no, I can raise my kids, there's no responsibility, and that's even worse. Because what you're saying now is that I get to come here and be a passenger in my own car. I get to be a visitor in my own house, and these kids need to run the house, and I can't even say nothing to them. Ma'am, this is why you're single, because you have not realized what has happened in this world that has put you in this position, and it's your poor decision making. And now that you're in the ninth inning, you got 2 batters out, you have no one on base, and you're down by 4, you're here trying to hit a grand slam, and it's not gonna happen.
To the number 1 demographic on my show, single moms that are now looking for a different type of guy than their child's father. He was tall, he was attractive, he had swag, he had money, I had a baby by him. So now the single moms are more focusing on looking for this guy, the good guy, the nice guy. But now they realize that's what's most important because they have children and they want someone that's going to raise their kids by the guy that had the big penis and that was tall and that doesn't want to be in a relationship. But you are misusing your vagina. Why should Ray Ray...
You go have a baby by a guy you know not qualified to be a spouse. You didn't expect the guy who took care of his business to take care of it. You expect the good guy who took care of his business, then go out and gather a lot of baby mamas to come in and clean up your mess. Don't it just sound delusional? Come on.
Jump to the equation and become Prince Charming when you let Pookie have the vagina for chicken.
She's speaking it. Pookie. Y'all messing with Pookie trying to...
And your vagina should only go to the man that wants the things that you desire.
Greetings, you polite savages, and welcome to another Tip Talk. Also, the issue of not being married and you saying that you have your reasons. Ma'am, we know why you're not married. Somebody put 5 babies in you, either somebody or multiple men. If you have 5 kids and you haven't been married, the issue is that somebody did not want to marry you. Somebody did not deem you suitable to be a wife. Somebody did not think that you were deserving of carrying their legacy in a legitimate way. Now, I do not agree with this situation at all. I don't think men should be making babies out of wedlock, but also, women, you are the key holders of sex. I don't care what people say. Unless they took it from you, you're giving it out. But you come sit here full of all this cappage saying that you have your reasons and you don't want to go any deeper than that. The reason is that man wasn't going to marry you. The reason is that that man, well, you knew he wasn't suitable. You knew he was a Pookie or a Ray Ray, but he excited you. He excited you. And what you thought was you was going to take Tupac and you thought you could fix him up and put him in a corporate office. Every woman thinks this, and it never happens. It never happens. It never happens the way you want. What you want is Tupac in a suit, and Tupac didn't wear suits. Tupac was thug life. And you have to make your decision, ma'am, and you made your decision. And now the men of virtue, the men of status, the men of means, they're not going to deal with you. It's over. It's over.
I find it really stupid when I see men trying to make it a point that single mother standards are way too high. But wouldn't you think that a good mother or a good woman, period, would want the best for her children? So you best believe that my standards are going to be through the roof. At this point, my standards are so high, I think I'm looking for Jesus Christ himself. If you want to mess with me on that type of level, you need to prove to me why you are worthy of my time and why you are...
Well, why won't you just get back with the father of the child then? So you say now your standards are so high, but the guy that you decided to have the baby with don't even match up with those standards. Please make this make sense, man. Make it make sense, please.
Worthy to be in my child's presence on a consistent basis. So if you come into my life, you should be making things easier, not harder.
Because as a single mom, our standards about triple prior to. I already had high standards, and then now you bring my daughter into the thing, and like no one's good enough. On top of standards, time. As a single mom, we have little to no me time. So if I'm going to invest the small amount of me time I have into someone else, and you waste it, done.
Now let's be honest here, ladies. You're both very cute, but your attitude is piss poor for a guy like myself without kids and on my way to greater things, opportunities, and access to a better network. Why would men like myself deal with a combative type A personality like yourselves? Men now have the world at our fingertips with our passports in hand. Not only can we date here in the United States and the Western world, but we now can even go to Latin America, to Africa, to Asia, to find girlfriends and wives there. You're making demands from a disadvantageous position. And here's a reminder to all you men out there. If you have the world at your fingertips, do not let these women who have outrageous demands with multiple disadvantages to leverage her thoughts, her worth over you, because you are more valuable with what you got going on in your life than deal with stubborn, arrogant, snobbish, nagging ladies like this.
There's no real reason to tell a man you have children unless you plan on a long-term relationship with him in the future. And he's already in love with you. He won't care. I don't tell people I have kids because there's so many predators out there. I have to be careful and protect myself and my children. I trust you now, so I told you now. That's all you got to say. And it'll work, believe. But women that all just want to tell people every little single detail about their lives are just setting themselves up to be used. So leave out as many details as possible. If you wouldn't go to a job interview and say all these things and spewing out all your business, don't say it to a man, okay? Don't do it.
See, now it doesn't help women like Shira7 and Sprinkle is out here telling women to lie if they have kids or not. Now I can understand the reasoning that she lists.
This woman is just such a detriment. But I really think she be trolling. She just found the market and knew she can exploit it and got some money off of it. You know what I'm saying? You can't fault her, I guess.
To build a relationship on the foundation of lies. What it sounds like to me is she's attempting to get the ladies out there to listen to her message, to emotionally manipulate men, getting them to commit their time, resources, and mental energy into that woman and possibly her offspring. And if things go south and sour, then right to the cleaners to divorce, alimony, and possibly, in addition, child support.
You got a better chance with an old ran down that ain't never had, ain't never seen.
It's about quality.
Don't nobody say nothing. What's the quality? Quality, it's some quality ran down. This is just, they really have never seen nothing. Man. It's bitches out here, if you bought them a new car off the lot, they will, oh my God.
Or if you take them on a trip.
I was about quality on the look side of the game.
I know some people never been on a plane to go anywhere, so that'll blow their minds too.
It's some bum cute. They never had one way or another been caught up in a situation where they never came up. Now, if you rich and you take that bum and do something with her, you will be appreciated more by it comes from nothing and ain't got nothing.
Being a stepfather is something that's looked down upon in many of the manosphere circles. Me personally, I believe that every man has to make his own decision what to do with his life. And if he feels like he is in a position where, especially if he's divorced and has a couple of kids, he wants to combine a family, Brady Bunch style, then who am I to say no? However, there was a time when stepfathers were looked upon in the society, in the community, as great men. For instance, during the Vietnam era, a lot of men didn't come home to their families. A lot of men came home very changed, where they just weren't able to maintain a family.
Facts.
Sure. A lot of men fell victim to drugs, and that person who came in to that family was looked upon as more of a saint and definitely a savior of the family. And what would they do without him? That person was put at the head of the household. That person was respected and uplifted by the entire family, and not looked at as a resource to drain, but looked at as the foundation, the new foundation to build a house upon. I remember growing up in the early 80s and a lot of folks saying, hey, you know, I'm very happy to have this man in my life because he's teaching me the right way.
Hey y'all! It's officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what up? I got the cards a seat in the back. Let's go to the park. In conclusion, stepdaddy season. Big aura, big lumber, big follow through, need all the
Some of y'all will still wife up. But y'all better think, use your brain, man. Come on now, man.
Oh my God, when are y'all gonna tell me they started growing stepdaddies on trees? What in the devil? Where are y'all at? I need to get there. Look at that.
Ladies, why are you putting up with they're growing stepdaddies on trees now?
And ladies, I gotta tell you out there, you see that whole stepdaddy season stuff falls on men's deaf ears a lot because they know something. They know something that you're gonna tell them straight up and down. Single mom, my kids will always come first. So why is he even supposed to come into your household? Single mom, my kids are my world. So how is he gonna come in there and put some structure? Obviously, you don't have no structure. If you had structure, you wouldn't be needing that check under the house. Because nobody buys this, I don't need a man, I want a man. No. When you sitting there saying, look at them throwing stepdaddies on the line like that, when you have clips like that, we know what you need, ma'am. You know, we can see the comments where you say it smells like benefits and stability. We know exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for somebody to come in and save you. You're looking for somebody to save you, to be a captain, to be a Mr. Cake, a Mr. Simpadocious. That's what you're looking for. But you're not looking for a leader. You're looking
Simpadocious. Simpadocious, bro. I never heard that one before, bro. Never heard that one.
Someone to follow you. And this is why it's more and more difficult for you to get into stepdaddy season.
But ladies, you're gonna have to put in a lot more work if you are a single mother. Because what happens if you get into a relationship or want to pursue a relationship with a man of value, a high value man, a high earner, a man with means, a single man, a man without children? What are you actually really bringing to the table? Except more mouths to the table for that man to have to feed. Now, ladies, you're going to have to lower your expectations and get rid of your unrealistic standards. Or better yet, a solution I can provide for you is finding a man with kids. But then again, you'll always get back into the same predicament if that man with kids is a man of value, a high value man, a high earner, and all the other things I've already mentioned before. You will still have to do more than is expected to retain a man with means and resources that can help elevate, uplift, transform, and support your life and your children's lifestyle into the future and beyond.
At least with this marriage thing, he could protect himself from her. He can never protect himself from kids. You can never have a prenup with your kids. You can have a prenup with your wife will protect you, but you can never have an agreement with the kids. It's not gonna happen. So many men, they say, oh, I want a legacy this, a legacy that. They are signing a fake contract. The risk for having children is so much greater than the risk of getting married with a prenup.
Yeah, man, you gotta be
always focus on the marriage.
You have to be, bro. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? You have to be make the smartest choice, bro. Like, dang, I can't even find the word. I'm tripping. But you have to be very, very thorough when it comes to the chick you have a baby with, bro. Come on, you gotta be careful who you going in that thing raw with, man. Be careful, man. I'm telling you, that will ruin your life, guys. I'm telling you, man.
And don't focus on the kids. You guys have it backwards. You can get a contract which will protect you from the marriage. There is nothing you can do to protect you from these kids. Nothing.
From past live streams with the lead attorney, he has mentioned before that you can be liable to pay child support for kids that are not even yours.
If there's anyone who knows about child support cases on YouTube, you're listening to them right now. Men paying mothers for children that aren't even theirs.
Getting into a relationship with a divorced single mother or a single mother seems to have a lot more liabilities than it is worth. I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't, but it is something to think about. And another crazy thought is, and that's not including when a man decides to do a paternity test onto his kids that he has had for years, with many situations and circumstances that we have known of these cases, where that man, even finding out through the paternity test that the kids are not his, he is still somehow on the hook by the courts and the legal system to be paying child support for those kids. It really is a dirty game out there. And ladies, step out from your solipsistic view and really empathize with what the average man is going through and what he has to calculate in his mind to initiate and begin a relationship with you. And guys, stay informed, get your knowledge that can help you avoid mistakes. Stay on the up and up, and good luck out there, you flight savages.
So like the late great Kevin Samuel said, it is not impossible for you to find the man you want when you have a kid. But ladies, listen to me. You must over-deliver in submission. You must over-deliver in the areas of taking care of him. You must over-deliver in the areas of femininity. You have to make that man proud. You have to be an outstanding lady to catch a man that you want, a high earner, a high value cat, not a bum with those children. Because you have to entice him and make it worth his while. And don't be hesitant to sign a prenuptial agreement, because nobody wants you to abscond with what they have. What do you think about it? Let's get to...
Hey, that's a fact, man. Tell me what y'all think in the comments about that video. But yeah, man. Yeah, hey, he hit the nail on the head with that one. Hey, see you guys next video, man. Let's get it.